Welcome back, guys, and as promised, I am taking you along every step as I grow the things that I've shown you I started from seed. So today we're going to be talking about our onions. My onions have sprouted and they are most of them are around 4 inches tall. Let me give you a close-up of this 6-pack. So I did 6 seeds per cell, and that was just to account for ones that didn't germinate or accidentally dropping one in an extra cell, things like that. So I planted about 700 onions. And I would say I've got 5 in this one, 3 in this one, 3 in this one, 5 in this one, 3 in this one, and 4 in this one. So germination wasn't perfect. It was pretty sporadic, but I'm still pretty happy with how it turned out. As you can see, on top, you see those little black dots. Those are the seeds. So as the onions come up, the seeds usually stay right on top. If you're lucky, they will fall off. I've got a couple on here where the seeds have fallen off. And this is the perfect time because they are starting to hit the light that I am going to start by trimming all of my onions. The tops of the onions you can save and you can use like you would chives. They taste like a very mild onion flavor. Let me show you how I'm going to trim them. Again, you can save the tops. I'm not going to be saving the tops, but I am just going to trim right about there. I only want to keep 2 inches, so I'm going to trim them pretty much in half. All right, and this is what they're going to look like when they're all trimmed. So I'm going to get the rest of these 6-packs done, and then I'll show you what our next step is to growing great onions. As you can see, these onions are very healthy. They've got roots coming out the bottom here. They look great. It's not an exact science, and they don't have to be perfect. I just kind of lean it to the side and trim. Like I said, these onions are starting to hit my grow lights, so they needed to be trimmed. 1, so they don't burn, and 2, so that way they start sending that growth into their root system, so they have a really strong base to grow off of once we get them in the ground. Because once they're in the ground, we aren't going to be trimming them anymore. They already look so much cleaner. So again, I'm just going to take them and chop them pretty much in half. So these are the same variety. And as you can see, this is what they look like before. They're very tall and falling over. And this is what they look like after. Much neater, much cleaner. And now they'll fit under my grow lights without burning. All right, that's 1 tray down and I'm on to my 2nd tray. All right, I just finished my last 6-pack and I'm doing this on a warm day. It's because the next step I have to show you guys outside and you'll see why. So if you haven't seen our video about what we use to start our seeds, I will link my seed starting video up in the corner. But all that's in our seed starting mix that has a little bit of nutrients to help give the seeds a good start is worm castings. And once our seeds have sprouted and it's been about 2 or 3 weeks, we like to fertilize. This is why we need to go outside. Let's go. So earlier today, I actually took my watering jug out to the goat area And this is the perfect fertilizer. Not only do we have goats, chickens, and geese, but we also have their water and their manure. So I scrounged around real quick and filled up. So I went out front and got some water out of the goose pool and some droppings from the goats and added those into my watering can. So like I said, I gathered some water out of the goose pool and some goat droppings earlier, and I've let this sit in this bucket all day with this water. I chose a really nice day, so it's about 60 degrees out right now. So now I'm gonna water the onions, and this should give them a really healthy start. And it's as simple as that. So I'm gonna let these sit out for the rest of the afternoon, and I'll bring them in before it starts to get dark and put them back under the grow lights. And like always, I'll keep you guys updated as they continue to grow and how I care for them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.